So I learned this new term today called pseudo-humility, and it has me thinking about when it comes to people that aren't narcissists, right? Everyone needs compliments, validation in some form. I mean, I know online it's been become really popular for people to say, you know, that person is seeking validation or that person is an attention whore or whatever. But in all actuality, in everyday life, there's really no indication of knowing that you're doing something well if you're not getting feedback, right? If you're at work, you're getting performance reviews, you're hoping that those performance reviews lead to a pay increase. You're going on job interviews, hoping that you made a good impression. That will lead to securing the job and you getting offered the job is actually the validation, right? So to say that people don't or shouldn't want validation is like very disingenuous, right? For lack of better words. But from what I was researching when it comes to pseudo humility, right? Now, pseudo humility is false humility. That's what pseudo means if you're unfamiliar with that. And so it is the act of pretending to be humble for, for the purpose of fishing for compliments. And so, why is the person fishing for compliments? Is it because there is a lack there? Is it something that they're craving that, is not being given to them freely, so they have to manipulate people in order to get it, right? Now, this term has been coined as a narcissistic tactic. But I will go as far as to say that a lot of people do this, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they are a narcissist, right? Even though a lot of people can have narcissistic tendencies without necessarily being clinically diagnosed with it. But I believe that people that other people perceive as not needing the validation are probably more likely to manipulate people in order to get it, because if they didn't manipulate, they wouldn't get it, right? And we notice that with like children and babies. Like sometimes children will pretend to be hurt, they'll pretend to be sick, they'll pretend to be sad or whatever because they want attention. And so if they're learning this at a very young age, they're also learning, okay, this works on mom or the caregiver or whatever. It probably is going to work outside. Let me try that. And, we're human, right? So if you do something that yields results, the chances of you using that same tactic or behavior to yield a result later on is highly likely, right? The probability of it working is going to be higher because you have the data and the evidence that it's worked in the past, right? So when it comes to pseudo humility, yes, it's manipulation. But I just wonder, I wonder a lot about it actually. One thing that I wonder is it dangerous to do in a sense of like a normal person, atypical person doing it and it turning into like low self-esteem it turning into, okay, I don't believe I can do this thing. Like, I feel incapable of doing this thing, right? And telling people that, like verbalizing it, and then them repeating back to me or complimenting me and saying, "Oh no, you're the best. You can really do whatever it is that you're saying you can't do because you're the best at it, whatever." And me thinking, okay, well, maybe they're right. Maybe I should actually do it. Like, maybe I'm just, second guessing myself. But where does it connect where it's really, and I'm trying to like gather my thoughts because it was like in my head and now it's out of my head about how I feel about this. But pretty much I just think that it can be a trap, you know? The pseudo humility can be a trap because if you pretend long enough to have low self-esteem or to believe that you're not attractive or to believe that you're not successful in order to not appear threatening to other people, are you able to keep that as a fantasy and not start believing those things and not start internalizing those things? So is that the difference between a regular person practicing pseudo humility and a narcissistic person? Like, can the narcissistic person hold on to the idea that this is all pretend? Like, I really am the greatest. I'm just saying that I'm not so that other people can tell me that I am. Is that what separates narcissists from another person that may believe that they're not actually as bad as they are, but still want to benefit from receiving positive affirmations or compliments, and using that to boost their self-esteem? Like, when is it a bad thing? Is what I want to know. And in this whole thing of this YouTube, social media, content creation thing, I am really discovering some things about myself. I've been going down a lot of rabbit holes and I've been questioning my own motives when it comes to the type of content that I'm creating, because there are some pieces that I create or have created that took me to a dark place, right? And it's not necessarily because I'm identifying with what I'm talking about. It's more so of the type of feedback that I'm getting from putting this type of content out and wanting to evoke some type of emotion from people, but not expecting the emotion that I'm receiving. I don't know what I'm expecting, to be honest. But this journey is interesting. And yeah, I came on here with my hair looking all wild today. I just, I wanted to post a video because I haven't really posted anything this week. So, yep, that's the video. See if I can do another one real quick.